Let's talk about being the token gay and how that connects with gay loneliness or worsens gay loneliness. Now, I don't think this is a conversation that we discuss enough as gay men, though I will say this does apply to the rest of the LGBTQ plus community because we all have been tokenized or can be tokenized in any which way. But as gay men, especially around the time that we come out, we are often turned into the token gay by becoming that person that is raised on like this objectified pedestal where we thus become like this fixture that people feed like these very toxic media stereotypes of gay men into. Like I know like when I came out when I was in college, I became the token gay for a while for a friend group. And mind you, I really enjoyed it at the time. And in fact, a lot of gay men love being the token gay because that means that it's much needed attention that we're getting that we never got. And I just remember that I kind of was looked to as like this, therapist friend for advice, shopping friend. I was looked at as like, like I felt that I needed to really embody these gay stereotypes seen in media in order to seem appealing to even a friend group. And it became very exhausting because kind of like what I talked about in the last episode, like I was very much socially chameleoning myself in the situation to make other people happy. And I think that that's one thing that really is an example of how gay loneliness manifests after coming out, because we very much become people pleasers. We very much will do anything we can to kind of like fit the standards established by these other people. We thus kind of become who they want us to be. And we are very intuitively good at picking up on that and being like, okay, here's the role I need to play in order to make these people happy. So let's play this role. Let's socially chameleon ourselves in order to fit this role and create some semblance of belonging for ourselves, regardless if it is a genuine sense of belonging or just kind of like this mirage, this figment of belonging. And it can be very psychically taxing to have to do this. Like, I think it can be very difficult because you're just shifting from pretending to be one person or pretending to be someone else prior to coming out to pretending to be yet another someone else post coming out, which it's kind of just doing the same thing. Maybe we get that way because we're just so used to playing a different role that, we feel like this continuous need to play roles in order to make other people happy. And mind you, like I did this for years even after college, where like I would kind of quickly find myself becoming that token gay, where people would kind of fawn over me because I am the one gay person that they know. And it often just was done at my expense. And there were instances where I did enjoy the attention of it, but once I was able to see through that, once it really centered on like a moment where I might need something as a friend, or like maybe I was vulnerable, like I wasn't fulfilling that role as the life of the party for them or their listening ear. So like I kind of was just ghosted or ignored or disregarded. I didn't start piecing this together until I was in therapy, where I realized that my people-pleasing tendencies very much centered in gay loneliness, because I realized that being the token gay, along with, my physical appearance, those two things quickly became the only currency that I could work with in order to develop any sense of belonging in a group of friends. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I eventually attracted, like, quality friendships where like they saw beyond that, and I wasn't kind of like objectified into like this fixture of unsettling stereotypes derived in media. And it got a lot better, but I really struggled developing and maintaining friendships because I always thought that I would be turned into the token gay, and then when I would need something or when it would mean that I would be vulnerable at any point, I would be disregarded, right? Because I wasn't fulfilling a particular role that was set for me. So I don't know. Has anybody else experienced this? I'd be very curious to know what your perspective is on being the token gay and how it relates to gay loneliness. Again, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you coming back and continuing to have this conversation with me, because I really feel like we can unpack this together. Because, again, let's be honest, we just don't talk enough about this stuff. Please click like for the algorithm, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and of course, leave that comment below if you have anything you'd like to say, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care.